Imagine waking up one morning
Oh,
and
what
the
a
sun just
beautiful
doesn't
morning.
rise. No sunrise, no daylight, just complete darkness across the entire planet. Creepy, right? But let's push the nightmare a little further. What if the sun actually turned off like a giant cosmic light bulb for 24 hours straight? What would happen to Earth and us? First things first, don't panic. But it wouldn't be cozy either. So, let's break this down. When the sun switches off, the first change is obvious. Instant darkness. Even if it's noon, your city would suddenly look like midnight. The only light sources would be the moon, stars, street lamps, and your neighbor's porch light. Except, here's the twist. The moon also depends on sunlight to shine. No sun means no moonlight. So, the sky would be really dark. Like camping in the middle of nowhere dark. Now, temperature. Earth's atmosphere and oceans hold on to heat so we wouldn't instantly freeze. But without sunlight, the planet would start cooling down by about a few degrees every hour. By the end of 24 hours, global temperatures could drop by 10 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like suddenly turning your cozy summer afternoon into a chilly winter night. People near the equator would probably just grab a jacket. But in places already cold, yeah, it would get uncomfortable fast. And think about plants. They need sunlight for photosynthesis. A one-day blackout wouldn't kill forests or crops outright, but it would stress them. Imagine all the world's sunflowers just turning their heads in confusion, waiting for a sun that never comes. Animals would freak out too. Birds rely on the sun to know when to wake up and when to sleep. Without it, they'd be flying around at random hours, confused and cranky. Nocturnal animals like owls. Our entire society is built around the rhythm of day and night. With no sun for 24 hours, our circadian rhythms would go haywire. People would either oversleep or pull all-nighters without even realizing it. Cities would burn through electricity at record levels, since lights would stay on all day and all night. Energy grids in some countries might even crash under the pressure. Oh, and food? Remember how we store food with refrigeration? Well, in this scenario, nature gives Earth one giant fridge upgrade. Crops wouldn't die, but the sudden chill could damage delicate plants, especially in colder regions. Farmers would definitely be stressed. But here's the big reveal: gravity. If the sun turned off only in terms of light, Earth would keep orbiting normally. But if the sun actually vanished, then, 8 minutes after it disappeared, we'd notice something terrifying. Earth would no longer be pulled by the sun's gravity. Our planet would start flying off in a straight line into the void of space. Luckily, in this thought experiment, we're only switching off the light, not deleting the sun itself. So Earth stays safe in orbit. Phew. Still, the cultural impact would be insane. Imagine social media. Hashtags like #SunOffChallenge would explode. Conspiracy theories would run wild. And midnight festivals? Oh, people would definitely party like in 4 hours. The sun would flick back on, like someone finally paid the electric bill. The Earth would slowly warm back up, animals would return to normal schedules, and humans would breathe a giant sigh of relief. Plants would recover, birds would go back to chirping at dawn, and we'd all pretend like it never happened, except for the millions of photos, memes, and TikToks capturing the weirdest day in human history. So what's the takeaway? A one-day sun shutdown wouldn't kill us, but it would remind us how fragile life is when our giant nuclear-powered star decides to play hide and seek. We depend on that fiery ball more than we realize, for warmth, food, sleep, and even sanity. And hey, if this thought experiment blew your mind, imagine if the sun turned off for a whole week. But that's a story for another time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this cosmic what if, make sure to hit like, drop your wild theories in the comments, and subscribe for more science-fueled adventures, because who knows what strange scenario we'll explore next.